the sacred stories of women's lives.
Yes.
If Jesus were giving his sermon today, he might also have said, "Blessed are those who end pregnancies, for they will be known for their loving kindness."
Fantastic.
I have been pregnant 4 times. I have had 2 abortions, and I have 2 amazing children. Each of my reproductive decisions, to have children and not to have children,
Beautiful.
were sacred decisions.
Yeah.
Because they reflect the moral responsibility of reproductive power
So
that is
more.
part of our inheritance as human creatures.
Exactly.
Each of you has a reproductive story.
Tell us.
And given that 1/4 of American women will have an abortion by the age of 45, I imagine
Fantastic.
some of your reproductive journeys also include abortion. Blessed are those who end pregnancies,
Yes.
for they will be known for their loving.
So much kindness.
Reimagining our theological understanding of abortion is essential to addressing the violence that is being done to people across the country in the name of Christianity. In the face of the rampant reproductive injustice in our society, what does God require of us?
Oh, you are fantastic. You will serve me well.
Okay. Reimagining Christianity. That's right. Don't actually read the Bible. Create your own doctrines. Reimagine. I would like to reimagine. Jesus said it was totally cool if we kill people. He's like, if you gotta, if you're out partying with the girls late at night and you want to come home and abort that baby, he's like, you can do it. It's totally fine. No big deal there. Not an absolutely devastating act that leaves women in tears, full of regret later in their life about some of these abortions, these sacraments. Oh, I'm such a moral and upstanding human being that I'm willing to allow a child to die because I just can't pay for it. That's the sacrament. That's a good thing. He would be totally stoked about that. Is it the problem of females being pastors that creates this? Or is it this constant drive to reimagine everything that is truth? The constant drive to reimagine to fit your own narrative. Instead of dealing with your own sin and sanctification and making yourself a better human being and a better servant of Christ, you're going to just reimagine scripture. I don't think that is what the point of the Bible is supposed to be. The foundation of all truth is the fear of God. And she doesn't sound like she fears an almighty being that creates and is the ultimate judge. This kind of doctrine is incredibly dangerous because it doesn't fill you up with spiritual truths and it leaves you empty in the end. And I feel sorry for people that follow people like this woman, because in the Bible, you will be judged much more harshly when you are a leader. And this kind of crap is insane. Every time I see these videos, I get absolutely dumbfounded, but I am also remember that the left is absolutely evil in so many of their ways. They're lost. They're making up their own truths. Therefore, no truth is truth. It's like, if you think that you can just reimagine the Bible, what if I am reimagining you to be an idiot? I have no sympathy for people like this. This is it's just horrible. She's leading her flock astray. And these are the same type of people that condemn Christians that are praying in abortion clinics with people. These are the same type of people that will clap the FBI locking up grandmothers for praying at abortion clinics. Sad, it's depressing, but that's the world we live in. These are fallen creatures, they're fallen human beings. And I'm speaking to only people if you're a Christian. If you're not a Christian, you can pass this and you just like write me up as some kind of lunatic, and that's fine. But for those of us that are believers, you see this kind of stuff and you're just like, God, it's sick. How can you become like this? And I think it's just another reminder for each one of us to have a solid foundation of where we get our truth from. And if your truth and what you believe to be true only comes from within you and how you feel about life, you will become her. So you better find out and better realize and reimagine where you get your truth from. And make sure it's a solid rock on which you stand. All right, take it easy. Remember that there's psychopaths everywhere, and not just because they're named a church doesn't mean whoever's leading the church is worth following. And always remember, never model yourself after leaders anyways. Follow Jesus. All right, bye.